I'm just gonna go ahead and come out with it. How many strokes is a body? My bad. I just saw a crazy goal that Slovenia scored on Denmark. Slovenia. So
Slovenia.
my bad if we start in the pod like that, but guys, I've been watching the Euros. They started 2 days ago. By the way, Chris is not a huge soccer fan like I am, but Chris, the Euros is like the European World Cup.
The European World Cup.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So like it's a tournament that happened every 2 years, and
everywhere in Europe goes. It's like Ted Lasso.
What they qualify, countries in Europe qualify to play in that tournament, and they play over a month, and then they eventually just a winner. So I've been watching that ever since Friday, and I just saw the craziest goal ever scored by some Slovenian guy, but it was cool. Anyways, back to the pop. Slovenia.
Shout out to Slovenia.
Did we look at our analytics and find out that like we have a global audience?
A global audience.
Yeah, it's global. I saw Canada in there. I saw US. I saw the UK. The Mendums.
Shout out to the Mendums.
Shout out to the Mendums. The 2.9% in the UK that watch us.
Shout out to you guys.
Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the roadmen. But yeah.
Shout out to the roadmen.
Isn't that what they call them? Mendums, roadmen.
The roadmen, the Mendums. Shout out to them.
But yeah, we're back with another episode of CJ Unmuted.
Welcome back.
No guest this time, just us. How was your weekend? Well, it's Sunday, but how was half of your weekend?
My weekend was pretty good.
Okay. Care to tell me why it was good? By the way, I feel like I do this every weekend. If you guys haven't seen that last episode, there's a funny clip in there of me.
Why?
Of me pressing the guest about his weekend.
Oh, it was like in the beginning of the episode.
That was so hilarious because I'm like, how was your weekend? He was like, my weekend was good. And I'm like, okay, that's it.
That's it.
Well, yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, that's it.
That was pretty funny.
No, this is pretty good. How about yours? How was your weekend?
Don't worry, I'm not gonna press you. It was good. It was fun. It's still going, so I'll tell you more as it goes on.
You're not gonna tell
They don't need to know.
You're gonna tell everybody how your weekend went?
It was good. It's still good because it's Sunday. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
But yeah, we got a lot of topics to talk about this week. We actually pretty structured this week, and it's not going to be focused on one thing. Like,
did you just call out the structured and non-structured? No one's supposed to know which episode is structured.
Well, now they do.
Well, they don't. So, who said this was structured?
Clearly, last week's wasn't.
Clearly, last week was completely structured. We made it a theme of Naruto.
Sure, but yeah, we have a lot to get into today, and first of all,
topics.
I want to talk about
I want to talk about funny stuff.
Catching up to Kaiju number 8. I watched the first 2 episodes, and so far, I mean,
is it good?
From what I've seen, the first 2 episodes, it has promise.
Okay, I'll watch it.
It's one of those. It's one of those that you gotta let cook, I think, because the first episode is great, but like. It's not like, what's a good anime that had a good first?
Cook.
Like, what's a good anime that had a good first episode? Like
AOT.
Okay, it's not like first episode AOT where everything is crazy and you're asking so many questions. It's not like that. But yeah, it's good. It's good. But aside from that, I haven't been watching anything else. Aside from watching My Hero every Sundays, which I haven't done today yet. I've been so focused on that soccer tournament. So, but yeah.
No soccer, so just soccer.
Yeah, just soccer. I've been so invested in that. But yeah.
I haven't been watching any anime. I was watching Death Note.
Why?
The other day. And I was just reminding myself how Light is really a psycho.
No.
Bro picked up the book and was like, I'm gonna save the world by killing everybody.
When I was a kid and I first saw Death Note, I'm gonna admit it. I was like, "Oh, Light is he's like a good guy." Like as a kid, you're a kid watching it. You don't know. You don't know narcissism. You don't know psychopathic people. You don't know any of that. So you're like, "Oh my God, Light is so righteous. Right? Light is doing God's work. Like
trying to do something.
Look at him trying to do some good." But then I rewatched it as an adult. I'm like, "Yo, this guy is actually insane. Like." He's a menace. He should be stopped.
He's an angsty teenager.
Oh my God. And I realized the power that, imagine some random high school teenager getting that kind of power. What? The chaos that's gonna cause?
Just
like, yeah.
how crazy it is.
It is freaking insane. But
I was like, oh, that's crazy.
yeah, Light is
pretty.
pretty.
In a while, so I was like,
You going on a marathon to finish it? You gonna finish it, or you just watching episodes and the clips?
I think I was just watching the first 2 episodes.
Okay. You plan on finishing it?
I don't know. I've seen it already, so I'm just
know.
like, oh yeah, I remember how crazy this guy was. Maybe I'm due for a rewatch. I don't know. I'm due for another rewatch on. I kind of want to rewatch AOT.
I can't do that so soon. It just ended.
Not now. I'm just like eventually.
I was blessed to rewatch it before the last season come out. So like,
You know what's funny about that?
that was a great experience.
I binged it before the last season came out.
You did the whole thing?
The whole thing.
Wow. I did the same thing.
But for the first time.
Oh, you watched it for the first. Oh, you was a manga reader.
No, I didn't read the manga. I didn't watch AOT when it first came out.
Really?
No.
Guys, I'm just finding this out. I don't know what.
I didn't watch. When I first watched AOT, I was like, this is fire, but I'm gonna let that cook. I just left it alone. I was like, I want to watch it, but. And I hear about it constantly. I'm like, but I stayed away from it for a while. And then.
That's actually pretty like crazy that you just now.
This is how marketing is great. I was playing Grand Cross, and they were doing an AOT collab, and they were using the current season characters, and I was like, all right, so I'm gonna have to binge this whole thing so I can know.
So my question to you is, right, when it was at its height, like when it first came out in like 2013 and stuff, and everybody was talking about it, you didn't get into the hype?
I don't know what I was watching at the time, but I saw it, and I was just like, oh, I like this first episode, but I'm just gonna wait.
Really? It didn't grab you like that?
Because I was like, if I watch this feels like one of those, if you watch it right now, you're gonna be pissed for the next 3 years because you're never gonna see another episode.
I was pissed for the next however many years.
When I found that out, I was like, oh, that's crazy, because I just ignored it for that long enough. Then I watched it all, and I was like, I'm sorry you guys went through waiting, but this is amazing.
I was one of those that watched season 1 as it came out, right, and then waited like 3 or 4 years. I don't remember the
It was like
the
3
time.
years.
It was 3 years minimum before season 2 came out, and then season 2 came out, and then we waited again, and there was another. That show, and like you guys know by now, right? AOT is so full of plot twists that like.
The plot twist in AOT is like
just-
some of the top peak fiction that I've seen.
They kind of like make
Finding
you,
out Aaron's dad
don't
lived in.
spoil it for them, because I'm sure there's people that haven't seen it yet.
Spoiler alert.
No.
Spoiler alert. Go watch AOT.
But yeah, that was kind of like very painful to wait, but it was worth the wait in the end. Oh no, sorry, I lied, because I went and read the manga. I couldn't wait.
No, I'd see. Again, another thing I avoided.
I couldn't wait.
Another thing I avoided, the manga. I was watching it at the end of season 4. Like the beginning of season 4 is when I caught up, and then I started watching with season 4. And then they did that whole fucking part 1, part 2 of 3, 4 thing. But I was like, I'm still here for it. I need to see the story's ending. And then I saw it, and I was like, perfect. Was the ending the best?
We should make an AOT stream, or an AOT episode and talk about the whole thing. I feel like we should save our thoughts for that. I don't want to talk about that right now because I feel like we can go for hours talking about that.
True. We did go for hours and hours.
Yeah,
But
so if you guys
Alright.
want to see that AOT dedicated episode,
dedicated AOT
put that
episode.
in the comments.
Let us know.
But moving on from that, I haven't seen anything else. I'm gonna watch Demon Slayer tonight. I'm gonna watch.
I haven't caught up to it yet.
I'm gonna watch that tonight. I'm gonna watch Kaiju tonight, trying to catch up. I'm gonna watch what's it called? My Hero. The next episode that they release.
I
So
might want to catch up to My Hero, but I don't want to catch up to My Hero
why not?
because that's a lot.
It's true.
I don't know if My Hero's. I'm like that dedicated to My Hero.
I understand. It's not for everybody.
I'm just like, all right.
I get you.
Like I already know about what's going on currently, so I'm just like,
Yeah.
I'll stay here.
I
I'll start
understand.
from here.
But yeah, aside from that, that's pretty much it. This how my weekend went. This what I've seen last week. I just want to get into the news that we got last week about iOS 18 and all the freaking features that Jack is bringing up.
Side note before that, since I caught up to JJK, I've been like, all right, I'm caught up now. I'm where everyone else that no one can spoil me on Twitter now. I know everything. I'm just like, all right, now we have to wait for another chapter.
Every week, right?
Every week, but the last one was so short because I think Gege got sick.
I heard that.
And I was just like, oh, what am I gonna fill this void with? So I'm like, all right, let me catch up to Black Clover.
You've been reading Black Clover.
I just started again.
Oh dang! You know what? Don't spoil it for me. I'm gonna try. Am I? I am. I'm randomly. The thing with
Listen,
me,
I made the decision to catch up to JJK, and JJK is great. It's
the
probably
thing
my
with
favorite
me
right now.
reading manga, like it's random, right?
Listen.
I'll have an itch to catch up to a series, and then I'm like, okay, let me just read the whole thing in the span of like 24 hours.
Just read this. I'm just stuck on this reading this whole thing every freaking.
You heard
piece.
about Kingdom, right?
Yeah.
So this why Kingdom, like in college when COVID happened, I was like, okay, I'm stuck in my room. What am I gonna do? Let me read Kingdom from chapter 1. And you know, Kingdom is just as long as One Piece, right? There's like
crazy.
over 1,000 chapters, bro. I caught up to Kingdom in like the span of like a few days, bro. And
I totally
you
get it.
understand
That's-
how much of a binge it is because I don't remember anything that happens in Kingdom.
You don't remember anything?
I remember
What is Kingdom
everything
even
at
about?
It's about this kid.
I
that's
keep
like-
seeing it has like 5 seasons. I'm like, should
about-
I watch this show?
It's about this kid that's like he wants to become like a great general
Okay.
in the war-torn China, and it's supposed to be based on a true story, but with of course the aspects
mean,
of
it's-
fiction.
yeah.
And if you like JoJo's, like overly masculine characters and stuff like that, badass kids and stuff like that.
Oh, okay. So it's like
If you like that type
it's
of
just,
stuff,
Is it Chinese JoJo?
it's not. No. That's it's Chinese Vinland Saga without the I have no enemies.
Oh, okay. I
So
see.
think of Vinland Saga season 1, but
Season
Chinese.
Okay.
Okay, that's pretty much how as good as I can describe it.
I think I can see it.
Lots of violence, lots of fights, lots of training tactics. The war tactics in that show, like they break down all
Oh,
the
they
like.
break down all this.
It's really cool.
Maybe I'll check it out.
So yeah, Kingdom.
I've
is
been like,
worth
yo,
it.
they have 5 seasons.
Yeah, it's really good. But yeah, that's what I do with
So does
manga.
Danny Live.
I just read everything and then I'm like, okay, what's next? That's how I caught up to Vinland Saga.
Listen, I remember. Where were we? I was in college and we were talking about Naruto, but I was only watching the anime at the time. It was like Shippuden, and I was like, where were we? We were like maybe right before the beginning of the war arc, or right before the war arc, or Sasuke's fighting the 5 Kage. And one of my friends was like, yeah, Mike guy fucking going against Madara. And I was like, wait, what? Who?
Spoiled it for you?
No, I just heard like Mike guy fights Madara at some point. And I was like, nah, fam, I'm going to go read the whole manga. I caught completely
No,
up and I was like,
that was like
yo.
that was a bittersweet experience for me because like I was in high school when Naruto ended, right? And then I remember the anime. Was it the anime? No. The war arc was just starting in the anime, right? And then something hype that happened. I don't remember what the hype thing was. I think Naruto was just about to go fight Toby and like all the tail beasts and all the
that was happening,
reanimated
yeah.
Jinchurikis. I'm like, I'm not gonna wait for them to release this weekly. I went and read the whole manga, and I'm like, dang. I remember the last episode, the last day, the last chapter dropped. I remember that day clearly. I was going to class. It was like 9 a.m. or something, and then the chapter dropped that morning, and I was in I was a freshman in high school, and then I went and I read it on my phone while I was in like English class or something like that. And then all the freaking you follow this series for like that long, and then you're like, dang, it's over. You're like, yo, I really just read the last chapter of Naruto. Like that felt weird. I'm like, oh dang. But thankfully the anime was still going. This was like in 20.
When did the
2013, 2014? That was 2014.
When did the manga end?
2015. No, 2014. Not the manga ended.
Yeah,
It ended in 2014 because I remember I was a freshman in high school. So 2014. That's when it ended.
That's when I graduated.
That's when it ended. And I remember reading that last chapter. Like, dang, I grew up with this. Like, it's over. Like, you're telling me this is it?
I've been watching since
like
the original.
I know, but the anime kept me fed for like a few more years.
I didn't follow the anime after I was like, I can't watch it anywhere.
Why?
At the point, because I was only watching it on Tsunami and everything. Before I found the internet, and I was like, oh, I can just stream. The fuck?
We don't tell you guys how, but you could.
I was just like, I can just fucking watch this anything now. I was like, oh, the internet.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just used to just watching it on TV.
Mm-hmm.
But no, reading the manga, I was like, that's the manga. One of the mangas I read, caught up. Same thing with Seven Deadly Sins.
Seven Deadly Sins?
Yeah, after they like ruined the second season, I was like, I'm gonna read the manga, and caught up completely.
Dang. I mean, I watched the first season and I was like, oh wow. But yeah, I was like, wow, like this is cool, but like when is season 2 gonna come out? And then I think they took a while to release season 2, and I was like, once they finally dropped, the hype in it for me had completely vanished. And
After,
I was
like started season 2, but then I was like, you know, I'm just gonna read the manga, and then I read the whole manga.
I wasn't that interested, and then the animation quality dropped. That kind of killed it for me.
That's
too.
Why I read the manga.
Like I was like, nah.
This isn't gonna last. I read the manga.
Because we got so used to like this first season quality where everything was so good, and then all of a sudden you watching freaking stick animation and stuff like that. I'm like, I'm not gonna stick around for this.
Don't remind me.
And at the time, there was other hype animes that were out too. So like, I was like, I'm probably just gonna invest my time in watching this instead, you know.
Listen,
and then
watched everything for a long time, and then as each season goes off, some category falls off, and I'm just like, all right, just these two. Then it's just nothing. Then it's like, all right, I picked these 3 specific per season. Like, what's out this season that I'm actually paying attention to?
Nothing. I mentioned the ones that I'm paying attention to in the beginning.
I'm paying attention to Slime and Moonlit. What else? I want to pay attention to Mushoku Tensei, but
Me too, but I haven't. Honestly, I don't know why, but like,
I just feel like
it's a better show as a binge, not waiting for it every week. Yeah. That's how I feel. It's a way better show as a binge, because I remember when I first watched the show, I binged season 1. It was season 3, right? Binged season 1 and season 2, and I was like, wow, this is amazing. I need this in my life. And then season 3 came out, and I'm like, okay.
I'm not gonna lie, when I see a clip of something that's happening, and I'm like, all right, maybe I should catch it. Like, usually when I'm just scrolling, I'm just like, if I see a clip of something good happening, or them talking about it, I'd be like, all right, I'll go catch up because something must be good. It's because I saw that clip in Demon Slayer with all the Hashirus fighting. I was like, all right, I'm gonna catch up real quick. That shit looks like it's hyped to lead up to.
Yeah, but aside from that, this season has been pretty stale for me. But yeah,
there's something else. I just don't know.
Something else you want to mention?
No, I got nothing.
Shout out to Shangri-La Frontiers. I dropped you, but I'm gonna see if I can finish it.
Dropping Shangri-La Frontiers is hilarious because it was good, and I was just like, I'm over it.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know. Like, I literally stopped watching it.
It was pretty good, but then I was like, all right, whatever.
For no reason, I stopped watching it. But hey, whatever. Moving on. iOS 18.
iOS 18.
For those of you who have iPhones, last week we got a bunch of great news coming to iPhone soon. You'll finally be able to rearrange your app on your screen.
I can move my apps around now.
Which Android people have had for like since the beginning of time.
Yeah, but can you guys do pre-calculus now?
Oh
on
yeah,
your
on your
iPad or whatever.
You can do
crazy
on your iPad now. You can schedule text messages in advance.
Oh yeah, you can schedule text messages
So for those of you who are bad at remembering birthdays, you can literally schedule.
I forgot about that. You can preset messages now.
You can schedule a message to go out to somebody that you know on their birthday. That's actually insane.
How many ways? I mean, you could have done this with ChatGPT, but how many ways can you have done this before?
I don't know, but it's on iPhone now. What else can you do? Calculator app is great now. Insane customization on your home screen. You can make it whatever. You can change the color of the icons. You can.
They really upgraded it. So
you can do a whole bunch of
Apple's
stuff.
like, hey guys, we'll let you guys do a little stuff.
They
we want things our way, but we gotta let the people have some of that Android stuff.
Yeah, they introduced a whole bunch of new features too, like hiding apps.
Oh yeah, the hiding icons. You can hide icons and apps.
I'm conflicted about. That's gonna be very interesting to see. For those of you in relationships,
someone on Twitter is like, the cheaters are going to go down or up this season.
Oh my god, that's so weird. So now I guess you'll be able to like hide complete apps off your phone. So only you, I guess, I don't know how it works, but only you will be able to like know where they are and unlock them. And like, I'm thinking the sneaky people, they're gonna go crazy using this.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty sure this has existed already.
On Android, yes, I'm sure it has. But dang, so let's say you have like a dating app on your phone or something like that. You can literally hide it now. That's kind of crazy. Why would they do that? Like,
why would someone do that, Gene?
Again, that's gonna cause a lot of insecurities for people. Yeah. A lot, but hey. That's technology, I guess.
Technology.
I don't know. I'm very conflicted about that. But
you are?
Yes. That's gonna cause a lot of anxiety. A lot.
You think so?
Yes.
I don't know. I'm
just excited for Twitter to go crazy when it finally drops, you know? Because we're gonna see memes, we're gonna see like stories. You're gonna see a lot of stuff. So
a lot of shit's gonna go. I'm waiting for Twitter to blow up.
It's gonna be very entertaining to see, but it's gonna cause a lot of anxiety. It's harder dating now, anyways, and because of technology.
I think it's just harder dating now.
I feel like technology made it even harder. The quick like access to like, you know.
Yeah, true. Quick access to everything.
To everything, to people and stuff like that. So. In addition to that, you have to
hide another factor on top of already having
another factor to this more complicated thing where people can be sneaky if they really want to.
But yeah, that's the. I mean, why I don't think of it that way is because people are going to be sneaky regardless.
True.
So putting another
this enhances their like capabilities. It completely changes the feel. Like. You can be very sneaky if you really want to and potentially never get caught.
I mean, yeah.
Bro.
Pretty sneaky.
Like,
it's pretty powerful technology.
Imagine
it's in everyone's hands.
Being able to hide freaking Tinder and all those stuff, like those kind of apps off your phone. You can literally go outside, do whatever you do, hide it, and then come home and act like nothing happened. People already do that already.
I mean, people do that anyway,
I know, but like it's gonna be easier.
It's way more chaotic. Yeah.
Dating is cooked nowadays.
All I'm saying is the technology is in everyone's hand.
I know. That's what I'm saying. Dating is cooked. People already have trust issues, and now they have these abilities. Like, dang.
You're not wrong. Dating is cooked.
This is kind of sad, but. Technology is cool, right? So
technology is great. What are you talking about? Dating's cooked, maybe. I don't know.
I don't know, but I was very surprised about that. But on another feature, you can. I think they're gonna have AI in the iPhone, where you can like type in what you want an emoji to be, and it will create an emoji of that description. So you can be like,
Oh yeah, the Bitmoji.
Yeah,
thing.
the
Oh yeah, you can
Bitmoji.
finally make
You can-
emojis.
so think of it as like Chat GPT, where you can enter text and then it creates an email.
Honestly,
an
I
image.
like that one because I'd be looking for an emoji. I'm like, this is not what I want to be. None of these work. Match this.
I get what you mean.
Now I can be like this because I have a whole template of memes for that.
Yeah. So that's gonna be cool. I'm curious to see how that works.
That's
And
interesting.
they're completely revolutionizing Siri. Siri's gonna be way better. She's gonna actually be useful, which I'm excited for. Cause like, I don't know how many times I use her, so maybe they'll give me more reasons to use her. I can't wait for that. I can't wait for the Bitmoji thing.
The Bitmoji's gonna be.
I can wait for those other sneaky features. I don't need that, but
Yeah, I don't think anyone needs that, but
yeah.
I'm just trying to look for other use cases besides that.
Okay.
Because every time something comes, I'm like, all right, what's a good use for it besides
So
just
I
devious shit?
think it's mainly for corporate purposes. Let's say you have like apps that are strictly for work on your phone, and like sometimes you give your phone to your kid and stuff like that for him
Yeah,
to
I
like
guess
play
that.
games and stuff. You can hide those important apps, and your kid is just gonna stick to playing his Subway Surfer or whatever, you know.
I
So
guess
for that kind of use, I feel like that makes sense.
makes sense.
But you know, us humans, you know, we get stuff and like, you know, we do devious things with them. So
Listen, I'm talking about practical use.
Yeah, that's a
devious
practical
shit.
use.
Sure, there's always devious shit to do with any tool.
yeah,
But what's a practical use?
that's one of them. And another one is I don't know if you're running a business and like for privacy, I guess privacy is the main use for this, but privacy is very broad. So
I mean, is it broad? Don't you respect your own privacy?
I do, but I'm saying in this case where this feature is implemented, you can use it for a lot of different things, a lot of different reasons. So
Yeah,
that's
I
all
get
I'm
what you're-
saying.
I get what you're saying.
But yeah,
But what's these other features? They got anything else?
they got
Anything else cooking over there?
oof. I had
Because
the
I'm
whole,
not getting it. Well, I'll probably get it on this phone, but I
I
want
have the beta, so I'm gonna get it as soon
Oh,
as
the
it
beta's
drops.
out?
Well, you have to sign up for it, and it's gonna be out later this summer. But aside from those features, I haven't seen anything. Oh, you can send messages over satellite now.
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
saw something about that. Yeah,
Yeah,
when
you
have
can
no
do
service,
that.
You can send
Oh,
messages over satellite.
iPhone.
That's pretty good.
If you're texting somebody from Android, the quality of like pictures you get from them is gonna be better, and they can actually react to your, like if you react heart to like their message, they'll see it. It's cleaner
connected
now.
Okay.
So
So they're
yes,
fixing the text.
They still gonna have the green bubble, but it's
gonna
gonna
have-
look better and it's gonna be like better overall. You can send money now to your friend by just connecting the two phones together.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, you can do that. They have a bunch of other stuff. I suggest you guys go to the Apple website and
This is not an ad. Anyway.
and yeah, and just read about it. It's very interesting. There's a lot of cool features, but what it looks like, it seems like they're just gonna focus a lot on AI.
I mean, everyone's focusing on AI. AI
Yeah.
is taking over the world. for
I
some
know.
reason.
I don't know how I feel about that, but
I mean, everything has AI.
yeah,
Have you used AI? Do you use
Dude,
it?
I use AI. I used it before.
I'm like, it's a cool tool sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit, I could just AI this.
But I don't know how I feel about it overall when it comes to, you know, the future and how it's gonna impact a lot of other jobs and
I don't know. I
Stuff
look
like
at it
that.
the same way as like, well, AI might have a mind of its own, but
that okay.
that's the
Let
joke
me
I
talk
make.
about this, right? AI is not gonna turn into Skynet. There's a lot of people out there that are like, oh, I don't trust this AI joke. It's gonna get aware and it's gonna become aware and it's gonna take over and launch all the nukes and stuff like that. I've talked to so many people that have that kind of feeling. I'm like, yo, that's not how it works. Like,
That's not how it works.
it's not gonna break out and then turn into Skynet from Terminator. It's not gonna launch nukes and kill all of us, all right? AI is made by people, okay? People code the
The
tools that you guys see. So there's always safeguards put in place for the tool to do what it's supposed to do,
Yeah,
you know?
but like in iRobot, that's the safeguard.
iRobot
became
is
the
a
sa-
movie. Okay.
But the safeguard was the safeguard. So
All right.
Oh,
iRobot
what
is
about
a
that?
movie. Terminator is a movie. All right.
Yeah, but the movies are what they
We control
show
AI.
us.
We make it. So
Are you sure AI doesn't? Have you ever thought AI is working for me?
you're funny. But yes, so
I know I get that, but-
as somebody in the in the IT and tech world, like
Listen.
I feel so strongly about it because like a lot of people that are misinformed or like not really educated on the matter just think that something like that will happen, and so I'm like, no, it's not gonna happen like that. AI will take your jobs away, definitely.
Yeah, there's
but
that
it's
part.
not gonna kill you, all right? It's not gonna like.
It's not gonna kill you.
It's not gonna kill you, okay?
Well, the robots might. But
That's all I wanted to
you
say.
saw
Sorry,
Elon with those bots.
sorry about the rant. I didn't mean to, but like it's just I just felt so strongly about it because over the last few weeks I've been having debates with people about stuff like that, and I'm like, yo, that's not how it works. Please.
People were like, no, robots are gonna take over and everything. Ultron's happening. They're building Ultron. Guys, don't listen to him. They're building
Oh
Ultron.
my gosh. But yeah.
He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I'm happy about the way technology is advancing in my lifetime, but yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of things that I have mixed feelings about, but
There's a lot of tech going up.
yeah.
You know, we got drones. We got
Oh, the drones, don't get me started on
AI,
that.
We got satellite radio.
We got them cyber trucks.
We got the cyber trucks and the cyber
By the
police.
way,
We have cyber police now.
We got cyber police now. People use what state was it?
I forgot what state it was, but there's a state where they have cyber police.
Yes, they're using those
The
cyber,
truck
trucks.
police.
I mean,
Imagine
Pulled
you
over.
driving and a fucking cyber truck pulls up behind you with the fucking police lights, and you're just like, okay, run.
first of all, you're not gonna outpace
You're
that
not
car.
surviving.
You're not gonna outpace that car. But anyway, like, is it why are people why is that police department using the
They
cyber truck?
probably had the budget for it.
That's a lot of money on one car.
I know, man.
You guys wondering where your tax dollars go, right? This is where they
For
go.
them to flex.
Oh my gosh.
Like that one
Because there's
thing.
no need to have a Cybertruck as a police car. No need at all. Whatever truck that they be having is fine. Them Fords that they be driving around, them Fords are fine.
Fine.
All right. Why do we? I get the Cybertrucks are bulletproof or whatever. I get that, but
Not
like
baseball proof though.
that was so funny. I was watching that live when it first dropped, and I was like, "Yo!" When he was like, "Oh, this car is indestructible. This
yeah.
window is not gonna crack."
Toss
And
that
then
shit. Whoop.
he tossed it, and it cracked on live television.
TV, I was like, whoa. I saw
was
the
like,
clip like
bro.
immediately after it happened. I was like, damn, bro.
I was watching it live. I was
Imagine.
like, "What is this?"
No, you don't have to imagine it happened.
But yeah, so
I don't know. The Cybertruck was just funny to me. I was like, why do they have this? Why do they need a Cybertruck?
what's your opinion on it though? It looks cool, or yeah or nay?
Oh, the Cybertruck
Yeah,
itself?
yeah.
Oh, I think it looks ridiculous, but it looks like it's out of place. But I think that's the point.
Me too. I actually
I don't
don't
think it's
mind.
supposed to be in place. Like, that car looks weird.
I actually
in a setting.
don't mind the way it looks. I like it. I like that PS1 polygon look.
That PS1 polygon.
Yes, it looks unique. It looks.
Yeah, that's what I like.
I don't want to say it looks futuristic because we are in the future.
It looks like
it looks-
cyberpunk.
Yeah, like the game.
Like the
Like
game.
a car from
like it's
Cyberpunk.
a car from Cyberpunk.
Yeah.
Like,
And
why
I
is
feel like-
it's a cyber truck?
I feel like that's the.
So that was the whole point
Are
of
we,
it.
are we dumb? Like, did Elon just read Cyberpunk or play Cyberpunk and was like, "Oh, I'm gonna make a car like this and like call it a Cybertruck"?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Cause he's a nerd, right? So it will make
Plays,
sense.
What, WoW? I saw that.
He plays WoW.
I think he played WoW or something.
Interesting. But yeah,
Or Diablo. I don't
he's doing a lot of cool stuff. If you're like a tech nerd, yes,
Yeah,
it's cool.
what?
But if you're
No.
like a
remember. Imagine you're a tech nerd with Elon's money and you're just fucking around.
yeah, my guy's making brain chips,
Bro's making. He's like, let's make some brain chips.
Making
Let's make a
rockets.
flamethrower. Let's make this. Let's just
making
make
rockets, sending
shit.
people to Mars, like making electric cars. It's like, bro,
Yeah.
as a tech nerd as myself, I love it. But
Let's just buy Twitter and make sure nobody likes.
But I also hear the other side about a lot of his products, like the brain chip one, where they're like,
I mean,
"Oh,
obviously that one's kind of like you got to make sure that's right.
I
If
know
anyone's ever gonna do it,
but somebody already has it in there."
Well, yeah.
This guy that's fully
they've
disabled.
convinced some people to do it.
How do you feel about that? Are you conspiracy theorists about stuff like that?
What's a conspiracy?
They're gonna like Elon's gonna make the chips, and then
the government's gonna be like, we're gonna put this in everybody.
We're gonna put this in our body, and eventually they're gonna start controlling us.
How aren't they controlling us?
They're already controlling us. That's why a lot of people fail to realize you're already under a genjutsu right now. Like,
everyone's under a genjutsu. It's only till you're free.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna tell you, but anyways, like I feel like that chip is gonna help a lot of people.
I think it's cool for the disabled people.
That's like exactly what I mean. The demographic that I'm. And if you're that paranoid about it, don't get the chip.
Well, yeah, that's the point.
Don't get it. They're not gonna force you to get it.
Unless we live in psychopaths.
Exactly. for my animes, I watch them.
Psychopaths. If you know,
check
you know.
that out. If you're scared about the chip, watch Psychopaths.
Watch Psychopaths, and you'll think about it.
But anyways, yeah, I don't think they're gonna control us. And if you're that paranoid, don't get the chip. But it has a lot of cool features, like a lot.
I saw some.
I think the main goal behind it was to repair brain damage or like regaining capabilities that you lost because of brain damage. So that's really cool. Imagine.
I think it's great for that.
You lose all your limbs and you can like not lose, but you become disabled. You can't work your body anymore, and then they tell you
they finally have a chip that can do that.
That can make you walk again and run again and like be happy. Like, wouldn't you take it? Like, or you? Dang, like you would take it 100%. I guarantee if I'm disabled and I have an opportunity to be normal or good again, I don't care if it's a chip. I'm taking that junk. You'll be silly not to like lift the burden off your family. Like nobody has to care for you 24/7. Like you know the emotional stress that puts on somebody, the like physical stress,
all that.
Bro,
stuff,
you'll be able to like make so many people's lives better. Like,
I think that's why it should be done.
Yes, that's a good thing. So I don't really like when people are like,
when it's finally done. Oh no, listen, I don't listen to people when they say things like this.
Yeah.
I'm like, if the tech works and it's worked properly, it's a tool. If it's used properly, it can do great things.
Don't get me wrong, it's gonna be misused.
Also be used.
Eventually, they're gonna push you ads to your brain directly. I'm not saying it's gonna.
Listen,
happen.
you gotta take the good with the bad.
Exactly.
Like,
it's not gonna happen overnight.
It's not gonna just happen.
But it's gonna.
You're not gonna notice.
Guarantee you, 300 years from now, if the chips or if we're still around, then we finally become some type of cyborgs with like chips and stuff like that, right? They're gonna push ads to your brain. Like they're gonna tell you to buy the next Call of Duty while you're sleeping. Like so, like.
But they're already pushing ads to your brain right now.
True, because as soon as you start talking about it, everything is on your phone. That's crazy. Me and Chris were talking about mics the other day. I opened my freaking phone on
mics
Twitter.
Everywhere.
They're showing me every type of mics that like exist, and I'm like, dang, bro, can you make it any more obvious that you're listening to me 24/7?
So
Jesus Christ.
I say that also say it's happening already. So we're just seeing the slow bits, like all the conspiracy theories, blah blah blah. Some of them I'm like, that's outrageous. But the other ones I'm like, that's plausible. But like if that's true, then it's already happening and you're not gonna notice it.
Yeah. But that's my feeling.
On a grand scale. Like if you're able to notice it, that's a different story. Because you're just like, oh, look at the changes in society. Like, I know when I'm on my computer and I see they're doing different things randomly, I'm like, what's going on here? Every update, I'm like, oh, you can do this. Just like the subtle glitches. I'm like, oh, this is a thing for this.
Yeah.
I don't have any examples right now.
But I understand, though, like, I don't know. I feel like stuff is happening as it should be happening. We're evolving, we're advancing. There's always going to be technological advances and
that changed the world
and stuff like that. We just gotta get used to it. I'm sure back in the day when people couldn't fly and then some guy came out with an airplane, they were like, oh, there's no way I'm getting on there.
Exactly.
Oh, that's gonna kill me. There's no. Now look at flying is safer than driving.
Think about candle lights to light bulbs. People did not want light bulbs because they were like, they'll destroy your house. And then everyone was like, all right,
Yeah.
the light bulb's actually better.
Exactly. Instead of fire in your house. Like, actual fire. But
yeah, it's just a change.
So people are never accepting of change. They always scared of technology when it first comes out. As they should, okay? You should always be careful and
you should always be skeptical.
About anything new, but
cautious.
Relax. Like, please relax. It's gonna do us some good. But aside from that,
it was good and bad, but it's gonna do more good than bad, right?
Yeah.
Right. That's what you gotta believe.
I'm about to transition us into something completely devious.
Because the devious guy.
Me and Chris were having a conversation last week during our lunch break. I don't know how it spawned, but
oh, you're gonna transition into this?
Guys,
okay.
This is completely different. I'm just gonna go ahead and come out with it. How many strokes is a body?
How many strokes is a body?
Crazy transition, but like
different transition. I don't know.
We're asking the real questions right now.
These are the real questions. How many strokes is a body?
In the moment, I felt like it depends on a lot of different bits. This is about to get so raunchy, guys. I'm so sorry, but like these questions have to be answered. All right. How many strokes is a body, Chris? In your opinion?
I've asked some people about this question, and
you asked who?
I've asked some people about this question over through the week, and I'm just like,
You get a different perspectives, huh?
Yeah, everyone's like, no, it's a body. Once you're in,
I disagree.
You disagree?
I disagree. I don't think one stroke is a body.
You don't think one stroke? So what is a body?
A body is until completion, and until one person completes.
Until one person completes.
Yes. Doesn't matter who, but until one person completes, that's a body. Anything below that, you can count it if you want, but in my book, it's not a body.
How is it not a body? You're already in there.
You're in there, true, but you're not completed. You don't complete.
But it's still a body. You penetrate it.
I'm sure you have you have instances where like this doesn't even count.
Listen, I get what you're saying, and I kind of agree, but at the same time, it's still a body. Like to me, it's technically a body, but it's not a body. Like what you're saying, but it's technically like by all technical aspects, it is entering.
I'm gonna put a scenario in play, right?
On technicalities.
Let's say you meet a chick at the club, right? And y'all both lit, y'all feeling vibes and shit like that. Stuff leads to another thing, and you're back at her apartment, right? And y'all both drunk and stuff like that, but y'all consent to doing things, right?
Yeah.
One stroke, and then you pass out. And then the next day, both of y'all don't remember nothing, but y'all be like, oh shit, we passed out type shit. But then you remember, oh dang, we did try to do this. We did do something. Is that a body? You never see her again. She never calls you back. Y'all never talk again. It was just a one night type thing like this. Is that a body? Do you count that as a body?
Would I remember us doing anything?
You remember both of y'all remember you stroking
once.
But you pass out right
call that a. See, I wouldn't call that a body, but it's technically a body.
It's not a body.
It's not a body, but
it's one stroke and you passed out. I guess that's
sorry. Not a body.
Look, sometimes talking about it, I'm like, yo, we went from Mushoku Tensei and My Hero Academia to how many strokes is a body?
I saw this on the topic list and I was like, why not?
Yo,
I don't think it's a body.
Why not?
Okay, it's not a body.
I agree with you. It's not a body, but why not?
Okay, so here's why it's not a body, and here's why it could be a body. Because could she get pregnant off that one stroke?
Yes.
Let's say no protection was used.
Yes, she can.
So would that not be a body?
If you have a condom on and it's one stroke, it's not a body. That's another take, but keep going.
No, I'm talking about unprotected.
Yeah, unprotected.
And she gets pregnant. That's a body, technically.
Okay, all right.
So,
if she gets pregnant,
on that level,
if she gets pregnant, you can't deny that it's a body. Like, cause like, bro.
Yeah, at that point you can't deny it's a body. Wait, so you're saying you just don't count it as a body?
I don't. It's not a body.
It's not a body that you count it as.
I'm really go crazy. It's not a body until she gets pregnant. I'm kidding. But
No.
yeah, that's a body if she gets pregnant. But
it's not a body if it's just one in and out.
yes, and come on,
It's not a body. I get what you mean, but it's not a. I'm saying it's not a body. I'm not saying it's a body you should count. That's all I'll say.
But
It's not a body, but it's technical aspect. It's a.
So what we both agree on. Let me paraphrase. I don't know if we do, but like
I don't know. I feel like we agree on some level.
one stroke is not a body.
One stroke is not a body.
Unless she gets pregnant off that one stroke for you.
No. One stroke is not a body I would count.
Okay. Thank you for clarifying. Same
But
thing.
on a technical aspect, it's a body.
I want to fight so hard for this because I think.
But it's not a body
stroke,
I would necessarily claim.
I wouldn't count one stroke at all. That's not a body.
No.
She's not gonna remember it. She probably didn't feel nothing. You not gonna remember it.
Like I said, it's not a body I would count. But if we're being technical, technically it's a body. Just off the technical aspects of she could get pregnant. Just off the technical aspects, it's technically could be a body. But it's not a body I would call or claim.
That's fair. That's a fair thing, but yeah. I don't know. I feel like you know what? Define it the way you want. Tell me in the comment section.
Yeah, what do you claim as a body?
What do you claim as a body? All right, like that's. Please flood the clips, flood the comment section. Tell me what you claim as a body.
What do you claim as a body?
I still don't think one stroke, even if she pregnant, is a body. I don't bro. No.
Yeah.
Like no. There was no enjoyment. There was no motion. There was nothing. It's just one stroke. Like that's not a body.
It's not a
Like,
body.
bro. You tell that somebody, oh, I had one stroke, they're gonna laugh at you.
No, I agree. And that's why I'm saying, on a technical aspect, it's not a body I would ever claim. Nobody's saying that's a body, ever.
Okay.
I'm just talking about technical aspects.
Speaking of technicalities, right? I saw something really technical on Twitter last week. I'm kidding. I'm just trying to transition my way out of this topic.
Scared of the body?
Transitioning my way out of this topic, but last week I came across something very interesting. Well, the timeline on Twitter went crazy over something very interesting.
Oh, your boy.
This lady randomly dropping the N-word.
Oh, yeah, that shit was hilarious.
And then over the next few days after that, she completely rebranded into a not freaking right.
A right-wing conservative chick. I was like, yo.
Content creator. She completely changed.
She grifted the fuck out of everybody. I'm not gonna lie. She got that shit off. She was like, let's get the world mad. And now I'm gonna join all the people who believe
and I'm gonna grift that way.
And I'm gonna grift that way. I'm like, yo, I get it, because those people exist. So they have a platform.
I have a bomb to reveal while we get into this topic. Apparently, she has a mixed child.
Yo, this is even better.
I saw that today.
Wait, I didn't know that.
I saw that
That's
today.
Hilarious.
Apparently, she has a mixed
with
kid.
What?
Black.
That's even funnier. All right, so that's why she said it so casually. Because I was just like, because when I saw the clip, I was like, she said that shit so casually, I almost didn't recognize it.
She did drop it like.
All I ever did was broke niggas. And I was like,
what?
Wait a minute.
First saw it, I'm like, yo.
Wait a minute.
But like, I don't know. No matter how casual she said it, it didn't sound right.
No, it didn't sound right.
Like, the thing with the N-word, right? When some
When someone says it depends.
It depends on who says it, but like,
and how they say it, kind of.
some people when they say it,
It's like,
especially Caucasian people.
Well, especially Caucasian people.
The way they say it, I'm like, there's a reason why you don't say this.
There's a reason you don't say this.
Yeah. Like, it doesn't sound right at all.
Doesn't sound right coming
Even
out
if she
your
said it
mouth.
casually, it did not sound right at all. And like, she was wrong for saying it in the first place.
Yeah, she was wrong for saying it, but
like, it did not even sound right at all.
I was just stunned by the casualness.
Me too. But if she has a mixed child, it makes sense. She probably
See that to me.
she
I'm
has
like,
a black baby daddy, and
she has that.
she doesn't have the pass.
I know
I
she
don't
doesn't
care.
have the pass.
But like, she's been around.
Do you think that they gave her the pass?
No, I think she just wanted the pass and she took it. She
Makes
did.
sense.
She got no pass at all. But I feel like she one of those that felt like they need to say it. Even
I feel like it was just for that video to go viral.
You think it was all coordinated and planned to be a grifter?
I don't think anyone's just gonna put the video out clip like that in this day and age and not know what it's gonna do.
True. You're right. When you put it like that, she manipulated the fuck out of
That's why I was
all of
like,
us.
look at that. Then she rebranded it into a
Yeah, she
fucking
did.
thing. So I was like, oh, look at the play.
Dang, I feel dumb as hell right now.
I was laughing.
But I saw the play though. I saw the play.
I saw the play and I was like, that's hilarious.
Yeah. But my point,
I thought it was just a funny thing.
my point of mentioning this whole topic is like, it's so easy to trigger people online.
Yeah, I think that's why people are starting to realize it's like, it's easy to trigger people online, and that gains a rise, and people are probably using triggering people, you know, to grab attention.
So my question is,
something.
why aren't we triggering people? So we can blow this shit up, like blow this podcast up. I'm kidding, by the way.
I haven't
kidding.
picked the community. I haven't picked something to piss people off about yet.
What are we attacking next week?
Who's catching some smoke?
That's funny.
You want to know what I think about?
So about power sign, I'm kidding. I'm not even gonna go there. But yeah. So yeah, it's so easy to trigger people every day. Like, it's, I don't know. Like, the internet is.
That's why
weird.
when I'm online, I'm just like, I'm just there watching people trigger. Like, I'm looking at stuff, and I see people trigger. I look up on Twitter. I'm like, oh, what are people? People are triggered by this. This is hilarious.
I'm the type of online to not voice my opinion like that, even though I have a whole podcast that I talk on every Sunday, but we don't talk about that. On social media, I'm really quiet. I don't go on comments. I don't reply to comments. I barely like stuff on social media. I'm just there, and I'm just there and I watch.
I mean,
and read.
I haven't but not as much anymore. I'm just there to look at memes, post something.
Me too.
Post the pod.
And lately, that's what I've been doing: posting the pod, promoting the pod, looking at memes. I dabbled in posting in the past 2 weeks, but mainly on my story stuff. I don't post anything on my main page. My Twitter is completely dead. The only thing I support on there is the pod. So, yeah, that's the type of person I am online. So, like, it baffles me that people are so comfortable just going on there just to try to trigger people like that. That's really insane.
What are you talking about? This is what we're doing right now. Does it baffle you?
We haven't offended anybody yet, I hope.
Yet.
Unless the Mendhams. Unless the
Mendhams are like, oh, these
I called them Roadman today. I'm like, my bad, I don't even know what that means.
gang.
I don't even know what that means. It just
We're
sounds
just
cool.
talking. Shout out to your boy Central C. Like,
Exactly.
he's giving us the lingo.
Central C is spitting, and then I'm like, yo, that sounds cool.
That sounds pretty tough.
He said, y'all. I'm like, yo, y'all is crazy.
All right.
But yeah, he said all right, and then I started saying all right in British accent ever since. But anyways, yeah, we don't trigger people. We just... oh, you know what? You're right. I don't know, man. Anyways, like yeah, we don't really trigger people. But speaking of triggering things, did you guys see the change on Twitter last week? Where
the
likes are no longer public.
Elon got caught liking something, and he was like, "Yo, ban likes, ban anyone seeing what I like. What I like is private information."
He liked some weird. bleep that.
I don't care.
Yeah, and then after that, people were making fun of him for it, and then all of a sudden, likes are private. Like what?
So he got cooked, and then because I didn't know what happened. I was just like, I really didn't know that happened.
Yeah, like it was so weird.
That makes so sense because when I found out it was getting banned, I was like, oh, did Elon get caught liking some wild shit?
He got caught liking,
and then everyone was like, oh damn, ban likes. You can't. Ban seeing your likes or whatever it is.
Funny to me, like my guy, like come on, man, alright.
He's taking L's sometimes.
These Twitter changes, I don't know how to feel about the likes. It's not like I use it a lot, but like seeing what people like was kind of funny because like you would see Barack Obama liking Sarah J's fucking pictures and stuff like that. That shit was so funny.
That's funny.
Like,
though.
Barack, what are you doing on your phone? Like, what are you looking at, my guy?
Also, what you like would pop up on people's timelines. So
yeah.
But I guess it's just retweets now.
I think I didn't know about what you like pop up on people's timeline. I didn't know about that.
Sometimes they'd be like, this person liked this, and you see whatever they liked.
Oh yeah.
So that's going away. So you can only see what people retweet instead of.
Maybe you can still see what people like. They just don't tell you who liked it. Because the whole point of your likes being
I don't know, on my timeline,
closed.
Some things be like this person liked this.
I don't think it's like that on my timeline. I feel like you're not gonna be able to see like what people like, but like whatever they like is still gonna be suggested to you. That's what I think. But
that's funny.
It's just funny because like, and then I was like, a fun thing of mine. I used to go on like, for example, let's see like influencers online and stuff like that. I used to scroll through the likes and see like, yo, what type of person are you? You know what I mean? I used to do that.
I see the type of nigga you are.
Exactly. Unlock my showering gun and freaking analyze your whole life, right? But yeah, I used to do that. I seen people mad that they can't go through their girls' like post.
Oh yeah, I saw that. I was like, that's hilarious.
They're like, oh, she can like whatever she want anonymously now. I won't be able to know.
What's that? That crying face with the flash and the crying under.
I seen people were like, oh, how am I supposed to surprise her for a birthday anymore? Because you know how women go.
I'm not gonna lie, that is. How are we supposed to figure that out?
Yeah. Am I supposed to like surprise
subtly
my girl for her birthday because I can't get access to her likes anymore? Yeah, and then it's a lot of people are happy because now they can anonymously like Twitter. You know,
yeah,
Twitter
like whatever you want.
Yeah, so like.
Oh, anonymously like.
Yeah.
Wait, you mean the porn that was officially announced that it's allowed?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that too. He literally
they announced that porn is now
like
free on. Available on X, and I'm like, okay, but it's always been there.
Like, tell me something
Back when it was Twitter, it was still there.
Exactly. So,
which is hilarious.
People are like, they can anonymously like it now. And yeah, I mean, I don't really care too much about the change. It's whatever.
I'm not gonna lie, I haven't noticed anything. I mean, I guess I don't use it as much as often. I tweet stuff out barely. But
yeah, and I barely check people's likes, so
I just go on there and see what's going on. What are they talking about?
What are they doing today?
What's the topic? What's the London? What I do like is he's like, it's a town square kind of place, and I'm like, I like that concept of it being like, oh, where are you gonna get a bunch of people's opinions? Even bad opinions. Twitter. So
you embracing the free speech thing that he's pushing?
I do like the free speech. I do think it's also a company, so it's not really just one person saying whatever they want to say. It's also a company that has to deal with shareholders and appease the people. So you can't be free speech when you gotta appease people.
But the whole thing about Elon on Twitter, he's like, oh, I want people to be able to say whatever they want to say.
I know.
He's a big advocate to that.
And they are, but as long as it's not against him.
You know what? I've seen tweets like that. People are like, oh, as soon as you talk crap about Elon, my tweets get deleted, or like, I get a community notice.
But he reserves that right. He fucking spent the money on it. I don't. I'm not knocking. We're using his platform. That he pays billions of dollars money for this platform.
Exactly. So I guess
of course he reserves the rights to change whatever the fuck he wants.
Yeah, like I don't blame him for that.
I don't blame him.
I forgot that he paid for that job.
He paid mad, like, what, 44 billion?
And we feel entitled using his property.
And he's like, hey guys, can you pay like $8 for verification? And everyone was like, no. And I love that whole time period interaction where it's like, I'm not paying $8 for no fucking ads. Oh, this nigga broke.
I remember that. You can't afford $8.99.
You can't afford $8.99 for your fucking.
No, people were.
That shit was hilarious going back
roasted.
and forth.
People were getting roasted. People were getting attacked. It was hilarious. It was so funny. That period of Twitter was golden. When the rumors were like, is he gonna buy it? Is he buying it or not?
Is he buying it? They're backing. They're forcing him to buy it. He already bought it.
That little arc, that little saga.
That saga was fucking
That
hilarious.
was very entertaining to see.
When he kicked everybody out the company.
I know. Coming in, clean housing the whole thing.
Cleaned the whole place out. And I was like, damn, that's crazy.
I feel bad for the people that lost their jobs, though. Like, that is not okay. But aside from that, he created a lot of memes.
He made it a meme central.
That whole time period became very meme worthy, and that was really fun.
He made it meme central.
Yeah. I can't wait for what next, because like this whole likes thing, imagine bookmarks become public.
Yo, making bookmarks go public would be crazy.
Yo.
I want to see it.
Honestly, I want to see the chaos that's going to
I want to see the chaos. Free all the bookmarks.
Because I think right now you can see when people bookmark things.
No, you can just see the number of bookmarks and the number of likes and retweets.
Oh,
but you can't see who
individually bookmark. Okay, when you're follow. Oh, wow.
Making bookmarks public
Making
would be
it
fucking
public?
hilarious.
I want to see Trump's bookmarks.
See, Trump's bookmarks would be crazy.
I want to see Barack's bookmarks. We all know that Biden is not running his own account, so I don't care about this.
I actually still want to see Biden's bookmarks.
Personal phone bookmarks?
I want to see what Sleepy Joe's.
I want to see Elon's bookmarks.
Well, considering what he got caught liking, I can only imagine what his bookmarks are.
Devious. But what else do I want to see their bookmarks? I don't want to say your bookmarks, because if I'm like, show me a bookmark, you show me. I don't think
bookmarks. I don't have any.
You don't bookmark? You don't bookmark anything on Twitter?
I bookmark things that are like interesting, like random,
Me too.
random
facts,
or
funny
videos. Or
I don't bookmark any
like,
devious things. I'm not gonna lie.
Devious stuff.
You guys probably like, yeah, right. But like, I honestly don't. But
yeah, I don't.
I want to see famous people's bookmarks, because that's where the fun is at.
Yeah,
I remember being able to see their likes. That was funny, because you be seeing some.
You see likes, but imagine their bookmarks.
Videos that they actually want to go back to, or posts that they want to go back to, or whatever it is.
Those posts.
That's gonna be fucking funny.
Those are crazy.
But yeah, aside from that, anything we have this week?
Nah, that's the week.
Yeah,
that's the weekend of
music. Cardi dropped a song on Friday, I think.
She did?
She was supposed to. Don't quote me on that, but I think we got music from Cardi Friday, and if we did,
I'm not gonna lie,
I didn't.
I've just been listening to this Shabuzi album.
Oh, okay.
It's country music, but I just been listening to this album for the past, since it's dropped, I think. Since whatever that weekend was with the pool parties.
That was like almost 3 weeks ago.
I know, but I'm just like, I've been listening to this album. This shit's fire.
Really? You did tell me to go and listen to him.
I was surprised by it, because I was just like, I guess it's because I've been looking for new music. At the same time, this album's just good. I just have it on repeat.
You told me to go listen to it, and like, I honestly haven't had the time. I mean, I had time. I just didn't listen to music, but yeah, I'm gonna check it out. I feel like it's gonna be a breath of fresh air, right?
Yeah. I don't know about any new music that what drop that I've heard.
I haven't heard anything at all. Yeah. Nothing hype.
Neither.
But I did see Future and Metro Boomin make a skit with Desi Bank on Twitter.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
It was so not funny.
They were so just like, why is this guy talking to us?
It was not funny at all.
Try to sit here and chill. This guy keeps talking. But I think that was the point of the comment.
It was not funny at all.
It wasn't, but
I didn't see
got
what the
the point.
punchline was.
I got the gist of what it was supposed to be, but I was like, this just looks cringe.
It was cringe. Future looked like he did not want to be there. He looked like he was so bothered by Desi
They
Bang.
both looked they were
Oh
bothered.
my god, that was terrible. But aside from that, it's pretty much it for me this week.
Yes,
I want to talk more about I forgot to mention it, but I want to talk about the Kai Cenat, Drewski, and
the Kai Cenat Drewski
and,
thing. That shit
what's
was
his name?
hilarious. That was
and
pretty
Kevin
good.
Hart.
Kai Cenat
Oh
Drewski,
man,
Kevin
that
Hart.
stream I watched it live. I mean,
I didn't watch the whole
watched
stream.
the whole stream, but I watched the playback of it on their YouTube channel. It was entertaining as fuck. It was funny as shit. Especially that one part where like Kevin Hart was talking to the other guy that be hanging out with Drake or whatever. The comedian that be hanging out with Drake. I forgot his name. He's new. He's on Twitter. He be hanging out with Drake a lot. He was talking to him. He's like, "Oh, so you want to get into acting and stuff?" And then Kevin Hart was like, "Yeah, I can see that for you. I can see that for you." Drewski is sitting next to him. Please spot the clip so I can see it. Drewski's sitting next to him like, I love it when rich niggas say some dumb shit like that. You're up a couple M's. You're up 100 millions. Help us. Help us. It's all about.
That clip
I
was
can see it
hilarious.
for you.
You just see Kevin like,
That's hilarious.
huh? He's like, I love it when rich niggas say some dumb shit
like that. Kevin,
You up a couple bills? Help us! Kevin's over there like,
completely ignoring him.
what are they talking about?
That was so funny.
The other clip when I saw was Drewski they were leaving. Drewski's getting in the car. Kevin's like, "Yo, let me get a ride." And Drewski's like, "Yeah, I don't know if we're going that way. we gotta head this way."
No, telling your homie, I don't know if we're
going that way.
It's crazy
Crazy.
when they ask you for a ride. Because I'm sure you've been in a situation where like you've been asked to give somebody a ride.
And I'm
you
like,
don't.
"Yo, bro, I ain't going that way." What you mean?
I've never given that excuse off, but like I can see the play though.
I can see
But
it.
another clip that I saw was Drewski threatening Kevin Hart with bringing his studs in because he pulled up to the stream with like, you know, what's the proper word?
Stud?
Is that offensive?
I don't think so.
Is studs offensive? I'm trying to be educated here, guys, so I don't have another term to
This is
call
our
them.
first offensive episode.
I
Anyway,
don't,
continue.
I don't have another term to describe them, but
pretty sure it's studs.
women that look like and dress like men and they act like men and prefer women.
I'm pretty sure the general term is stud.
Anyway, studs. So he was like, "Yo, don't get me mad before I bring my studs in." And Kevin Hart was like, "Chill." Kevin Hart was like,
That's
"Chill."
hilarious.
Chill. No, threatening to bring your studs in
It's funny as
while
fuck.
hanging out with your bros. It's crazy.
Bro, don't let me get my studs on you.
Yo, that's a crazy fucking
That's a funny
threat.
thing.
That's
a funny
hilarious. But that was another clip that I saw that was funny. Aside
I
from
know.
that,
I just saw clips. I didn't see the whole thing.
aside from
That
that,
looked fun.
they had a lot of like good interaction there, good funny stuff in there. So if you haven't seen it, I recommend put it in the background, even while you're playing your game or like doing something productive. It's really funny. That's what I did. I would put it in the background when I was doing shit.
Word, I'm gonna check it out then.
But yeah.
I don't know. I haven't been on Twitch in a while.
Guys, before we go, want to ask, do you guys see anything different about this setup?
I don't see anything.
We
different.
finally
Anyway,
got more
bye
likes.
guys. We're gonna see you next episode. This
We
guy's
finally
bringing
got more
attention to
likes.
stuff that doesn't need to be brought attention to.
Oh,
Happy episode 10. I'm joking. Yeah, we got new lights, guys. I don't know if you noticed.
I'm gonna go kill myself now. But anyways, it's brighter. If I do it, it's gonna be brighter. You guys can actually see me in my black ass. But yeah, episode 10, big 1-0, you know.
Got the 10-1-0.
Can't believe we got to 10 episodes. That's crazy.
What's the thing Rick says at the end of season 40? 100 more seasons we're getting.
But yeah, we're excited for what's next.
We got new shit coming.
We got new shit coming.
We got
More
future shit.
more
You'll hear
production
about later.
production value is increasing, you know. We're trying. It's gonna
We
be
gotta
fun.
get there. Yo, like, comment, subscribe, support.
Support, run the clips up, please. Follow our TikTok, Instagram, follow our individual pages. And
Follow everything in the description. That's gonna
Yep.
start being there soon.
yeah, we're excited. And with that said, we're just gonna say goodbye till next week. All right.
See you later. Arrivederci.
Peace.